If you've had a stroke, there's a really good chance no one told you about this, not even your doctor. Most people stop recovering way too early, and it's not because their body can't improve, it's because the system around them tells them they're done. After a stroke, part of your brain is damaged. That's what causes the weakness, the balance issues, the speech problems. But here's what most people don't fully understand. Your brain can rewire itself. This is called neuroplasticity, and it's the single most important factor in your recovery. Your brain can literally build new pathways around the damaged area and relearn movement, coordination, even speech. But here's what most people get wrong. That doesn't just happen with time. It only happens with the right kind of repetition. Not random movement, not doing exercises halfway, and definitely not stopping after a few weeks of therapy. Let's talk about therapy for a second. Most people go through physical therapy, occupational therapy, maybe even speech therapy. And those are all very important. But here is the problem. Insurance-based therapy is limited. You might get a few weeks, maybe a couple of months if you're lucky, and then it stops. Not because you're fully recovered, but because your benefits ran out. And this is where a lot of people plateau. Not because they've reached their full potential, but because they stopped getting the input their brain needs to keep improving. I've seen patients make more progress at 6 months, 12 months, or even years after their stroke than they did in the first few weeks of recovery. Why is that? Because they finally started doing the right kind of training consistently. Here's another big mistake. People avoid using their weaker side. I get it. It's frustrating. It's slow. It feels awkward. So they compensate. They use their stronger arm. They shift their weight. They end up doing things like they find workarounds for everyday activities throughout their day. But every time you do that, you're teaching your brain not to recover from that weaker side. Recovery requires challenge. It requires doing the uncontrollable thing. It requires repetition over and over again until your brain is forced to adapt. And then there's something almost nobody talks about. What you do outside of therapy matters just as much, if not more, than what you do in therapy. Sleep is critical. That's when your brain actually processes and strengthens new connections. If your sleep is off, your recovery slows down. Nutrition matters too. Your brain needs fuel to rebuild and adapt. This isn't just a therapy problem. It's a lifestyle problem. And here's the most important takeaway. There is no strict deadline for recovery. You are not done at 3 months. You are not done at 6 months. If you continue to challenge your brain the right way, you can continue to improve. The problem is, most people are never told that. So they stop trying. So if you're one of those, if this is going on with you or someone you know is going through this with their stroke recovery, understand this. There is more potential than you think, but you have to go beyond what the system gives you. If you want to keep improving, you have to keep challenging your brain. If you or a family member need more support beyond traditional therapy, we work with people one-on-one to help them keep progressing. You can send us a comment on this video below or reach out to us on our website in our bio.